All right. So let us talk about the mid-season pulse check for Arsenal. How have things been going? I mean, we're a little past mid-season now, but we're kind of right there. And this little break that we have between the Premier League games gives us a chance to kind of discuss and kind of see, how we doing so far? How's it looking?
Well, it's looking like we're gonna win four trophies. At least, okay. Let me rephrase that. Let me not cause a stare. It's looking like we're still in the running for four trophies.
Well, yeah, that's for sure, Silver for four for sure. Looking pretty strong. Of the four that we're in, which you think is the strongest in
The Premier League.
Premier League? I think we look better in Champions League.
Well, we look. I think I'm saying that my answer is based on which one is priority to me.
Okay, for sure. Of course, Premier League is priority, but I
I mean,
think
we're
we're
top. We're top of the Premier League. We're top of the Champions League.
yep.
You know, we just made it to the. We just beat Chelsea in the semi-final, first leg semi-final.
Hmm.
Then we're in the fourth round of the FA Cup. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
usually this time, within the past 5 seasons or so, this time that's when we start falling off and resetting our priorities for the season.
Absolutely. All right. So we're gonna run through some I won't call it awards, not awards, just kind of like, a pulse check of like what's, of certain questions that we kind of have put together here. So far, who is your player of the season for Arsenal?
That's easy.
Easy?
That's easy.
Who is it?
Rice.
Rice, baby. Yeah. Why Rice?
I mean, he's not. Oh, yes, he's getting the goals now.
Hmm.
He's he's understanding. His partnership with Zubimendi is blossoming. But it's not just that. The thing about Rice this season is the times when our team when doubts is beginning to creep in.
Hmm.
That's when Rice shows up to kind of kill that doubt.
Gotcha.
That's the difference for me this season. He's one player that when that doubt starts creeping in, he reminds us, him and Gabriel, you
Hmm.
know, they remind us that no, 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 we're warriors. We can do this. We can get this done.
Right.
So it's not just his performance on the field, but the mental and psychological presence that he brings to the team is
Yeah,
very important.
absolutely.
Very
Absolutely.
important.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, I would be remiss if not saying Rice as well. Rice has been our best player for sure. I do believe that part of what makes him, why he's kind of been our best player and kind of what makes him stand out is just that desire, right? Like he has desire to just, and that desire pushes him physically past most players.
Yes.
End of the game, beginning of the game, doesn't matter. He turns it on. And
For Rice, it seems like the longer the game runs,
mhm.
the more his engine kicks in.
Yeah, like he
It's like,
always has a little extra saved,
yes.
and he reminds me, I mean, he's better than this guy, he's better than Ramsey. But he reminds me of
Oh.
Ramsey. Ramsey had that, right? End of the
Mhm.
game, you think everyone is tired and they have one little bit of extra battery left.
Yeah.
And Rice, what makes him so fantastic is just all-round game.
He's a well-rounded player. He's
Well-rounded.
athletic. He's
Hmm.
athletic. He can stretch those legs. When he hits his stride, then you go, "Whoa, this guy
Yep.
is a different animal." You
Yeah.
know, he has both left and right.
Hmm.
He's comfortable on both feet.
He is. He
He's
typically shoots with his right, but he can pass with both feet pretty well.
very well. He's
Hmm.
just a specimen.
Yes, no, for sure. I mean, like I mean, we can't get tired of saying it. 100
He's
million seems
he's a
like a
mix. He's a
bargain.
mix of he's a mix of Diaby
Hmm.
and Ramsey.
Yeah, true.
That's the combination. That's what Rice
Absolutely,
is.
absolutely. Yeah. So Rice for sure plays him, but I do want to give a shout out to Trossard for
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
You know, I
Yes.
mean, if we're looking at just like goals and like important goals, for sure, he's right there.
Yeah,
Um,
special mention
mhm.
Trossard, Gabriel,
Yep,
Zubimendi, special mention to
And
those three players.
Calafiori.
And Calafiori.
Yes.
Well, Timber.
Well, you know what? We can keep going.
Yeah, Raya.
Raya.
So and that's why the team, that's why we're in the position we are now.
Yes.
The squad depth is amazing.
Hmm.
Arteta is doing a good job the way he's putting the pieces together and picking them for what game this person plays and what game this person sits out.
Yep.
You know, obviously Eze is not seeing a lot of shirts, but that's good because he's learning the Arsenal way. He's watching a lot of games now on the
Hmm.
bench, and I'm sure Arteta is giving him assignments
Right.
right there.
Well, that leads to our next question here. Which player has the most room for improvement?
Oh well, um, I'll easily say Gyökeres.
Really? I
Uh,
would say Eze.
well, I mean, Eze is not starting. He's not first 11. I'm
Okay.
thinking I'm thinking first 11 first.
Okay. Fair enough.
Gyökeres.
Hmm.
Yes, he had a goal and an assist today. He's still our top scorer.
Hmm.
But he definitely needs to do more. And when I say do more, not I'm not questioning his work ethic. You can't question his work ethic.
Hmm.
He has that, and he just needs to produce more end results.
Yeah. He needs to, I heard, so today was great. He scored, right? But even without that goal, I think he still had one of his best games for Arsenal, because
Absolutely.
all I want him to do is be involved. I don't want you to just have a game where the game bypasses you.
Yeah,
Um,
I still think he's gonna come out. I still think he's gonna be just fine
yeah, I think so
because
too. Hmm.
his spirit and his work ethic. No, his teammates cannot question that, and
Yes.
that encourages other people to to want to help him and work with him and all that.
Mhm.
So he doesn't have a bad attitude.
No,
Let's
for
put it that
sure.
way. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a bad attitude.
Yeah, I agree. So I agree with you as well. I mean, we're agreeing a lot here, but Gyökeres, if we're talking about just starting 11, then yes, Gyökeres. But if I had to deviate from what you selected, this is going to shock everybody. Saka.
Yeah, Saka is not.
He has room for
He
improvement.
a lot of improvement.
Yes.
He's set such a high standard for
Hmm.
himself.
Yes.
He's been I would say he's been about 70%
Hmm.
all season. He's not anything close to his standard.
Yes.
He's just coming back from a long-term injury.
And,
The
and
ham
and it could be because it's also being like double teamed all the time, but that's not an excuse for a world-class player if you're going to be
No, it's
honest.
not. That's not an excuse,
Mhm.
but also I think Saka is conserving his energy for when it's going to matter the most.
Hmm.
That's my belief. Because you can still see that if he wants to turn it on, he can turn it on.
For sure,
You
for
know,
sure. No, I think he can definitely do more. Hmm.
yeah, he can do more. He can improve. He can produce more end results. But I'm not worried about him.
Okay. All
I'm not
right.
too worried.
Yeah. So yeah, I think for starting 11, those two for sure. Of the reserve teams, I would say Eze needs to produce
Absolutely.
more. For sure.
Eze has been disappointing. I'm not even gonna be. I'm apart from the hat trick he scored
Hmm.
and the winner he scored against Crystal Palace, he's been generally disappointing for me.
So more disappointing than Gyökeres?
Absolutely,
You think so?
absolutely.
Interesting.
Gyökeres, you can see the desire there,
Hmm.
right? Eze, if he's not producing an assist or scoring a goal, you don't see anything else.
Right.
And that's not good enough
Hmm.
for a team that's trying to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
You know,
I, I saw a graphic today that showed, and I don't know if I really care about this at all, that showed that this season this is the most he's ever played, like minutes in his entire career for the first half of a season. And
I
that
saw that.
part of the reason why he's not getting a lot of games because Mikel's trying to manage his workload. And Mikel said so even in a press conference like a few weeks ago. that he's trying to manage his workload. But I mean, I agree. He's not getting enough game time for sure, but also when he's there, he's not.
What workload are they trying to manage? Is he injury prone?
Well, apparently, because when you think about it, with Crystal Palace, he has a lot of injuries
Oh,
every
that's
year.
true.
So maybe this is a part of that, but also when he's there, he needs to. I need to see more from him. I don't need to. I mean, yeah, it's great for goals and assists, but I want to see him like turn some players,
It's like he's playing with an injury.
or with a handbrake on,
Possibly.
like Wenger says,
Huh?
with the handbrake on.
Yeah. I would think I was because he holds back.
Yes.
And there's that slight hesitation, you know.
Hmm.
So I won't be surprised if he's playing with some sort of condition that they're trying to manage now.
Okay, maybe. All right. So, uh, which player is key for Arsenal for the second half of the season if we're going to win the title and other trophies?
Well, this is a tough one,
Hmm.
because he, I will say Gyökeres
You think okay? All right.
because we need goals. We need a striker to do his job.
Hmm.
Just we don't need if Gyökeres can give us 10 goals for the second half of the season,
Yeah.
10 goals, 10 goals is not too much to ask,
It's not. No. I
you
mean,
know, uh, you know,
that's far less than a goal a game. Yeah.
and that will put us, and I mean 10 goals in the league, in the Premier League,
Right.
that will put us in a very good position to win the league.
Yeah.
So Saka needs to step up. Saka needs to do more. Um, Rice, we just mentioned, he's key. He
Hmm.
has to keep being Rice. Gabriel has to keep being Gabriel. But yeah, we need Gyökeres to start firing up front.
Okay. Fair
So
enough.
so so for me, um, Gyökeres starts scoring, we win the Premier League. I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to win it or we will not have a chance to win it without his goals, but it will make it that much easier,
Yeah. Okay.
and it will give us a little bit wiggle room.
Some wiggle room for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. But for me, I would say Odegaard needs to have is key for us for this title running. And it's partially because of what we just kind of touched on the fact that, Eze isn't the same kind of player, isn't doing the same thing. Waneri, is a little bit on the outside. I mean, I guess Havertz can play there now, but really and truly, much like how we talk about how Rice is, like there's no
Mhm.
backup for Rice based on what I'm seeing so far, there's no true backup for Odegaard and what he does in the team. Same thing with Rice. What he does in the team, no one else can do it.
Actually, we do have a backup, and he just came back.
Who?
Havertz can do it.
But no, Havertz doesn't press like Odegaard. I mean, he
Well,
can play
Havertz
there,
is a
and
press machine. What
yeah,
are you
he's a,
talking about?
he's a pressing striker. I get that. I'm just saying, you know.
And he has the vision. He has the touches.
I mean, I
He's even
know back
stronger.
in the day, early in his Leverkusen days, he was a 10. I know he can
Mhm.
do it. I'm just
He can
saying,
do it.
based on the body of evidence that we have right now,
Mhm.
what I can do what he does. It's like saying, if Calafiori comes back now and then we put Scully in midfield, he can do what Rice does. Like yeah, I mean, exactly. So even though he's a midfielder by trade, you know what I'm saying? So I get
Yeah,
it.
but he's not played at that level in midfield.
Exactly. So I
But
don't see Havertz, he can't do what Odegaard does. He can play them or win a game.
I mean, it's a different profile,
Yes, yes,
but he can cover
yes.
in
Okay.
that position.
All right. Okay. So who needs more games, more opportunities this season on the squad?
For the second half of the season,
Yep.
this is a tricky one.
Hmm.
More opportunity.
Yeah.
Madueke.
Madueke. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I feel like it's gotten a lot of opportunity already, but tell me, flesh it out for me. Why?
I think I still believe we're overplaying Saka.
Really? Okay. All right. I can see that.
You
Some of
know,
these cup games doesn't to come on at all, but
and Madueke has shown that if we rest Saka, manage Saka's minutes,
mhm.
is not a drop off. going, actually, I think Madueke's ceiling, this might sound crazy,
Hmm.
but I think Madueke's ceiling might actually be higher than Saka's. How
Wow.
old is Saka now?
26, I think.
No,
What do you mean, no?
Saka is not 26 yet.
He's not that old? I don't know how old he is. Let's see. Um, Bukayo Saka is 24, sorry. And Madueke is 23, so 1 year younger.
Well, I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. I
Okay.
take that back.
Hmm.
No, I take that back. But the point I'm trying to make is I there's something exciting about Madueke.
Absolutely. He's electric.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more to come
Yeah. No, I
from
agree.
him.
Okay. I think the player that needs more opportunities the second half of the season is one area.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes. And because, okay, it's kind of, I mean, it's really bad because Dalman was putting him on the bench technically, like when Dalman was fit. And now that Dalman is hurt, he's not even getting any more minutes. So Dalman comes back next month, like the plan is. What happens then? I suspect Mikel will not bring Dalman back into the first team for a little while. That's what I
No.
suspect. Because now we're
Yeah.
the business end of the season, right? But I think he deserves more. And when I say more, I mean anywhere. Play him 10, play him on the wing. Just let's find out what he can do, you know, more of what he can do. So I think he deserves more opportunities this second half of the season. Okay, here's a tough one for you. All right, you ready? Which striker of our three strikers emerges as the true number nine, the true starter for this season, for this second half of the season? Who's gonna score more goals? I guess is a good way to put it.
Who's going to score more goals?
Which striker is gonna become the man? Because now they're all fit and they're so different kind of strikers.
They're they're very different.
Hmm.
You know, I'm I'm going between Havertz and Gyökeres.
Okay.
But at the same time, I don't think Havertz is going to get a lot of playing time.
I don't see it
Even
either. Hmm.
yeah, even though Mikel loves him, I
Yeah.
don't. But he'll always find places to put him, but not up front.
Yeah.
So Gyökeres for me.
Yeah, Chris. You know who I'm gonna go with, of course. Jesus.
Jesus.
I really, I mean, besides the fact that he deserves it, and he's like he's a really good guy and he's worked really hard, has been in there for a while. I just think that if he just if he gets like a start in the Premier League, not all these cup games, and he puts a few goals, balls on the back of the net, that'll be the end of it. He just needs one really good game against a good Premier League team where he starts the game, not off the bench, and he like really takes over. And I think he can take it away from Yorker. I think so. Or there's just one chance.
Well, he's look really sharp,
Yes.
you know.
Hmm.
But if anybody's going to be taking it from Gyökeres,
Hmm.
I think it's Havertz. You know
Oh,
why?
why?
Havertz has a little bit of both of b-
Jesus
profile
and
that
yeah, I agree.
Jesus and Gyökeres has.
Yes,
You know,
but like you
it's only
said,
it's only it's only Havertz that embodies
both
both
of
their
them.
profile,
I
but
agree.
not both of them cannot do what Havertz can do. But Havertz can almost do what both of them can do.
Yeah, but
You
I
know,
think to your point, I think Mikel will take it slow with Havertz
well,
all
true.
season long, almost, or at least
Yeah,
until March.
yeah,
Is what I suspect. So in that case,
and you know, Havertz. If we go deep in the Champions League, then players like Havertz will need their experience because Havertz has won the Champions League and he scored the winning goal.
yep, that is
So
true.
so he has that muscle memory.
All right, fair enough. Okay, next question.
But Gyökeres, yes, for me.
Okay, all right, got it. Next question. Of the four cups that we're in, four competitions that we're in, how many are we going to win in season of the four? And which ones after you tell me how many?
I think we're going to win two.
Two, okay.
The Premier League, of course,
Hmm.
and maybe the FA Cup.
Okay. Actually, we're both aligned on that one because I know I think we're gonna win two as well. And the only reason why I won't say three is because even, if or when we get past Chelsea, right, in this Carabao Cup, we're playing Man City in the final most likely.
Mhm.
And I don't know on any given Sunday, you never know. But I think the FA Cup might provide us an easier path, even though we're still early in that. But I do think it would be FA Cup and Premier League with two trophies there. I know everyone thinks that we're supposed to win the Champions League because technically there's less games in to get through there in a sense, But I
I'd
mean,
rather win the Premier League.
well, no, not
If we
either
win the
or.
Champions League,
Mhm.
fine, perfect, great.
Yes,
But if I have to choose, I'll choose the Premier League.
yes,
You
of
know,
course.
so if we're winning the Champions League, then we better have won the Premier League already.
I agree
You
with
know,
that too. I agree with that statement. Okay, fair enough. And last question that we got here for the mid-season review. Should we or should we not? And who would it be buy any player this window?
if we're honestly, if I think if I have to suggest any player, any position that we need to sign a player,
Hmm.
it will be defense.
Okay.
And who is that player? Guehi.
Okay.
Why? Um, I think our offense up front we're stacked. We don't want to, even though the team is not playing clicking yet, we don't
Hmm.
want to upset the balance of our attack. Attack is very delicate. Defense is more of a unit. So I think and most of our injuries, has been at the back. So I think we need an extra body there,
Okay.
and an extra quality. And honestly, Saliba does not have a backup. We can say Mosquera.
It is Mosquera. Hmm.
Mosquera is yeah, but he's still developing. An instant backup, Guehi will be a good one,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, he did a great one. Nothing
and it
about a
gives
good
it
one.
gives us more flexibility because Mosquera can play right back.
Yeah.
You see, so there'll be games we can play around with our defense. Mosquera right back or Ben White right back, Mosquera in the middle or vice versa. It makes the team very fluid.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Let's see. How long is that injury on for Mosquera for?
Oh, it's coming back
Expected return mid-February.
mid-Feb. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So your answer is yes, that we should sign someone and it should be a defender, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to assume here that we are not going to sign anybody. I don't think we're
Most
making any signing.
most
And
likely.
but if we did, right? If we did, I thought about it, and as crazy as it is, I mean, I still want a winger. Now, I know it won't be who I want in Leal, right? But I want a winger that can play like attacking midfielder, not vice versa. Like Eze is a attacking mid that can play winger, right? But I want a winger that can play like a midfielder. You know, that way we can really see what we have with
Well, we have my Waneri.
yeah, we do for sure. I'm just saying if we had to. And if we did sign that person, then I'm comfortable with him going to Bournemouth. you know, so that then we can force him to go to Bournemouth, right? But I don't think we're going to sign anybody. I mean, Mikel said we're looking, and of course we're looking, and yeah, defense would make the most sense,
Mhm.
you know. But like I said, if it had to be defense, if it really had to be defense, I don't think we can get Guehi mid-season and tell him to be a backup, right? Like, but if you get it for free end of the season, you can give him the money and tell him, okay, get the money, but
Okay,
we're gonna rotate.
let me flip it on you.
Hmm.
Would you rather sign a center back or a defender this January and lose out on Nkapie, or save that gunpowder and just lock Nkapie down?
Now that's the question. If he was fit, it'd be very easy question. I have no idea how long his injury is.
Oh, it's not
Let's
long. It's coming back.
let's see. Late January.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Hamstring.
It's not long.
Yeah. So It's a good question. It's a really good question. Okay, so this is very convoluted because when I think about it, right? The like I said it earlier in a few pods ago, I'm like the Hincapié one. I love him as great, but we do have the contingency for him, which is Kiwior, right? So we don't lose out fully on the left side of center back if we lose Hincapié, if we don't sign him. So, oh yeah, the question really boils down to: do you want me to sign? Am I okay with getting Guehi in exchange for Hincapié?
Hmm.
And the answer is yes. Right? If it's just for Guehi, particularly, not just any old defender. Guehi and losing Capier, I'm okay with. Any other scrub defender, and then no, But Guehi particularly, I think,
Okay,
Capier,
let me put it this way.
yes.
Kiwa is not in the picture. Let's say
Okay.
Kiwa is gone.
Okay. If he's gone, then we need a backup to Gabriel for sure. That left side on the back. So then I would say, yes, keeping Capier
Okay.
over Gray. But I still, I mean, we might still sell Kiwior, but I don't think it would be to Porto. I don't think it'll be I think it will come back to us, then leave, if anything.
Uh, Porto, I think Porto is going to keep him.
They're going to try to, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Well, that was all our things that we got for our mid-season pulse check review on Arsenal. I think we're looking good. We're pretty well set up. Uh, I mean, everybody keeps saying that you got to give credit to the board where the credit is due. They set us up really good this season to win the league, and
Absolutely.
yeah, so you can't ask for anything else really. Everything Mikel wanted is given to him, so
Absolutely.
he's got to go do it. And hopefully, in 5 months' time, we're doing a pod where we're celebrating the title and one or two cups to add to it.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Let's
All
go,
right.
Arsenal. Come on. We can do it.
We
Let's
can do it
go.
for sure. All right. Well, then we'll catch you guys later. Like, share, subscribe. This is a unique, we're going to try and do videos like this, every mid-season or every season. So I think it's pretty good. Feels good to kind of see where we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It
All
feels
right.
great. Top of the league, top of the Champions League, semi-final Carabao Cup, and fourth round FA Cup.
Yeah. All right.
And we've not lost this season at home.
No, we have not. So looking good.
Looking very good.
Looking very good. All righty then. Well, till next time, keep Arsenal on
On
your
your
mind.
mind. Let's go.
Under floodlights, the fans align. In red and white, they always shine. With every pass, it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal, we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind. Oh, Arsenal, you never fail. Through rain and sun, our steadfast sail.